Here at Extension Solutions, we are all about ways to stay healthy and get healthy. And today we are joined by Jana Anderson, and she's going to show us ways that we can stay healthy at home over the holidays. Hey, Jana.
Hi, Michelle. So when we think about staying healthy over the holidays, we think about the New Year's, and typically people always do a resolution. I'm going to lose 15 pounds. I'm going to eat better or drink better. But
Less
sometimes
soda, less, yeah.
all of that stuff. So it's really good if we kind of get a head start, you know, when we're at home sometimes with our kids, if we are allowed to have a break, you know, from work, if we get started ahead of a time and we start to think about it in our minds, when that new year comes, we're really ready, we're ambitious about it, and we really meet those goals.
That's a really good idea, because a lot of people will slack off over the holidays and take that as the opportunity to eat all the cookies.
Right.
Because they know I'm going to hit it hard in the new year, and then everyone knows what happens to New Year's resolutions.
Absolutely. They go in the trash sometimes. So we tell people to set SMART goals. Be specific with what you want to do. Make it measurable, time-bound, and attainable. You can't lose 15 pounds in 2 days, you know? So you really got to think about that before you do your goals. So do SMART goals. Think about that, S-M-A-R-T. And it typically helps people stick to those holiday shedding of those pounds and those New Year's resolutions that they typically do every year.
Okay, so S-M-A-R-T, what do those stand for?
Specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and time-bound.
Oh, wow, okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
Commit that to memory.
Yeah, stick it up there. You know, we have acronyms, but if we know what they're for, sometimes it does help to stick a little bit better, so.
Speaking of sticking.
Yes.
What?
We don't want that to stick.
This is
Guess
gross.
what it is? It is gross, but it is 5 pounds of fat. I know, it's gross. We don't want it, but it is actually 5 pounds of fat, and we have 5 pounds of muscle right there.
Now, you know, they say that muscle weighs more than fat.
Right. So let's debunk the myth right now. So this looks a little more bulky, right?
Yeah,
because it's all over the place. It's really not condensed and defined. But here we have a nice lean piece of muscle. I think that's probably maybe a calf muscle that we have there, but it's very condensed and together. So it seems like fat does weigh more than muscle, but when you put it on a scale, a pound is a pound, you know?
5
so
pounds,
it's
5 pounds.
5 pounds, but we really want the 5 pounds of the muscle and not the 5 pounds of the fat.
So I'm guessing that because we have weights here, you're going to give me some tips on what I can do when I'm watching those Hallmark movies on the couch.
Absolutely. When we binge on those Hallmark movies that typically start in November, this is easy to keep by your couch. This is an 8-pound weight that we have here. During a commercial, you can do 20 repetitions sitting on your couch, not even standing, very little effort, and this burns calories as you're sitting and you're watching your Hallmark movie. So simple.
So you can have a bucket of popcorn.
And your weight.
And a weight.
So worst case scenario, it evens out, right?
Exactly.
At least you won't be gaining with that.
That's awesome.
But even if you don't have those weights at home, you have water bottles at home. Typically people buy water, gallon jugs, or even the 16-ounce bottles. Lift it. It will help you burn calories. And now we're in the process. Every minute counts. Before it was 10 minutes you needed to raise your heart rate. Now, any minute counts. 60 seconds, 2 minutes, whatever you decide to do will help you decrease those calories and increase your heart rate.
I feel like growing up, we used to take like the big cans of tomatoes or something, right?
Yes, absolutely. So that would be equivalent to about 5 pounds probably. And so you lift that carefully. It's the same thing.
Like this.
Yes, right. Same thing, something that you have in your pantry or your cupboard. You didn't even have to buy anything extra to do that. And you can definitely help increase your heart rate and burn those calories.
So what is this type of weight?
This is an ankle weight. Sitting still. Put this on your ankle. It's 5 pounds. You can do leg extensions. Yes, just lifting your leg out 10 to 12 times. You will notice an increase in your heart rate. And again, it's about movement. Our bodies are designed and made to move. The more we move them, even though we don't like it, the better we feel. The better we feel.
You nailed it right there, because most people are like, moving?
No thanks.
No thanks.
No thanks, don't want to do that.
What about these?
This is easy, and you can travel with this. So if we go out of town for the holidays to visit family or on a vacation, this can go right in your suitcase, really right in your purse. It's a band. It's a resistance band.
Right?
Yep, it's a resistance band. Exactly what you're doing. You take it tight around your arms, and you can do stretches just like that. It burns calories. It increases your heart rate. So
I
the
like
tighter
this.
you have it and the smaller space you have, the more resistance you're going to
This
have.
will like work the middle of your back, right?
It
if you
will
do
work
it, like,
the middle of
'cause
your
I feel
back.
it.
Absolutely.
Especially if you slept wrong the night before.
Work that kink right out of there. This can also be used to stretch with. If you're in the bed, you can put it around your foot, lift your leg, and you can stretch with it.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
Because in the morning, like as you get older, you're definitely a little more stiff when you wake up.
You do. Our joints don't like us sometimes in the morning when we get up. So you're absolutely right.
And if you're going to be chasing those kids around because they're off for the holidays,
You need it.
You need to stretch in the morning. Jana, thank you so much for these healthy tips.
Thank you for having me.
This is wonderful. So now we know how to do it and how to stay active over the holidays.